have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once. I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it.
Welcome to the Jim Reith Show Unleashed podcast, episode number 69. I believe that's 9 times we've done this. Producer Bill,
We're here.
69.
Well, I'm here. There we are.
Safely ensconced in the inner sanctum. Drove by the Micron site on the way here.
You know, I forgot to tell you too. While I was looking at flipping through my phone just before you came here, I saw some. It was like a town Cicero Clay Facebook page.
Okay.
Everybody complaining about it.
What are they complaining about?
That it's gone. Like all the stuff is gone, and it's just gonna, same things everybody complains about.
What did they expect it was going to be? What did they expect it was going to look like?
They're worried about there's not gonna be any jobs. It's all gonna be automated. It's pretty funny.
Okay. Well,
hey, listen, there's gonna be a lot of money. Being made in that plant.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. So this is sorry. This is the same thing that happened during Destiny, the Destiny USA argument, and I'm writing about that right now. Actually, as I write about my radio career, I'm up to that point right now where I started the talk show, and it went on for a couple of years, and then Destiny hit, and that's what really made the show, brought it to the attention of everybody, and
$60,000 jobs.
Pushed us along. Yes, absolutely. Remember that?
Yeah.
So
we wanted them. We offered.
Yes. Yeah. It was so that whole thing it's going to be the same thing for Micron, but it doesn't matter. In the end, it just doesn't matter because you can have all the people who are against it and all the naysayers, and you need to listen to them. No question about it. We have to listen to them, especially the environmental people. One thing it's going to do, and it already has done, is push the wildlife out of the area, and it's pushing it into the few areas that are left where wildlife can live, but it's also pushing it into neighborhoods. So you're going to see possums, and you're going to see foxes, and you're going to see woodchucks, and all that kind of stuff that you normally wouldn't see in your neighborhood in that area. You're going to start seeing.
You see some deer.
Oh yeah, deer. Yes, absolutely. All that stuff's going to be pushed because their habitat's gone and will be. People don't understand how big this thing is, and I don't even understand it. And I know a lot about it. So once it starts to really go up, the thing that strikes me is when I looked at all the diagrams and all the makeup, all the models and everything that they have, I can't get over the fact that it's taller than the dome. So because all the drawings they look like relatively flat buildings. Well, they're not. So it's going to be a gigantic project. And once it starts, I mean, just think of the construction jobs alone.
It's like an Amazon times 10.
Oh yeah, it is. It really is. And we were talking about that the other day with somebody, that people say the Amazon warehouse was big, and it is. It's a very, very large building. It's dwarfed by this. So it's real. I know people still don't believe it, but it's real. But as I was saying, you need to listen to the naysayers. You need to do all the environmental impact studies that we did, and New York State requires much more than other states do. I mean, in Idaho, they just we want to build a plant here. Oh, okay, go ahead. And they started doing it, and now it's going up. Micron, it's going up. So
I got to find that video.
What video?
The video of the overhead of. There.
Yeah, because it's
drone.
Yeah. Because then you get a sense of how big it is. Because it's like flying over a little city. It's crazy. Yeah, you're right. It's crazy. I did see that. So I drove by that today, and just give you a little update on that. But we do want to do the Yahoo of the week, and that is not the president, as I'm sure you thought it was going to be, but it's the people who support what's going on right now as we continue to throw missiles. And
it's not a war; it's a conflict.
Conflict. Right. It's a conflict. It's not a war because Congress hasn't declared war. So it's a conflict. And we're just lobbing missiles at Iran from our ships. And I think we're doing air missions also. Of course, 3 of our own people got shot down.
I think we're up to 4 now.
4 planes down?
I think we're up to 4 people.
Oh,
dead.
okay. Oh yeah, 4 people dead,
Yeah.
but 3 of our planes were shot down by friendly fire, but from one of our allies. They did not die. I saw at least one. I know at least one crew parachuted. Maybe the others did die. Oh, that would be not good.
Didn't you have that elementary school?
Yes. Well, it's primary school in Iran, which was hit. Yes, and children died. But if this is just the beginning, and the president said that it's going to be much larger than it is right now, it's going to be much more fierce than it is right now, then thousands of innocent people are going to die. That's just a reality. I mean, if you look at Ukraine, hundreds of thousands of innocent people have died. So it's awful. If you support it, then you're my Yahoo of the week.
The president of the peace president.
How do you support this? I don't get it. I mean, even if I don't like the president, but if you like the president, how do you support just throwing missiles at Iran for what? I thought we already destroyed the nuclear capacity. Didn't you say that?
That was the last time
in June, right? Wasn't it? I don't even remember when it was. June, right?
Yep.
He did completely destroyed it.
Well, they built it. They must have built it up real quick, real fast.
Yeah. So we took out the leader and his wife, and I think the second in command was also killed. So it's not going to stop. And then Iran starts lobbing missiles at everybody, and that's a problem.
Now, is the Ayatollah the president? I don't think so. There's a separate president.
No. Yeah, but the president, you either do exactly what the Ayatollah says or you're dead.
Right.
So they're useless. So I don't know what's going to happen with the government there. We're still running Venezuela, right? So now we're going to run Iran too. Did you forget about Venezuela, by the way? Sure you did. Of course you did. This is meant to help take your brain away from Venezuela. But they don't want us remembering Venezuela. Wait till we take Cuba. Cuba's probably next. I mean, they're only 90 miles away. He already wants Rubio to run it.
I'll be watching the Venezuela baseball team in the World Baseball Classic because
Braves are
Ronald Acuna Jr. is
like him
leading off once again.
Yeah, this whole thing. So we could talk about that too. The World Baseball Classic's coming up, and I guarantee you, at least one major star is going to get hurt.
Yep,
like season-long hurt,
like last time.
Yes, somebody's exactly like last time. Somebody's going to blow an arm out. Somebody's going to blow a knee out, and it's going to be a year-long.
And look who's playing. Paul Skeens is playing for U.S.
Yeah, U.S. is stacked.
Yep.
I think the Yankees have 14 players going, not just for the U.S., all over the world.
The one thing it starts today with exhibitions.
It does?
They're playing spring training exhibitions. So it's like the U.S. team versus the Phillies or whatever.
Yeah, the Yankees are playing somebody.
Yeah. So Friday, the official games start.
Okay. All right.
Yep. I think he came in without video, and then he probably pulled back out.
He was there. Now he's gone.
He's gone. He's out.
So somebody's going to get hurt. And other people are going to get really ready. And then when they join their teams and we start the real season, boy, we could really see some really quick offensive outbursts from people who played in the World Baseball Classic. I think it's a cool thing they do. I like that they do it before the season starts, and off you go. The only thing is somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody's going to lose a season, but that's a chance you take, I guess, whenever you walk on a baseball field or any kind of professional sports field, right? Getting hurt.
Speaking of freak accidents, my friend Jeff, my guitar player in Scars, his buddy, they were supposed to go to a show on Thursday. I was gonna go, but I can't. But his buddy burned his finger so bad with hot coffee that he had to have skin grafts, and he's in the hospital with it's crazy. Hot coffee.
Coffee?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't like that hot coffee.
No, come on.
That's too hot.
That's crazy. Why is he in the hospital? Because he had to get the graft?
I guess, yeah, he had to have some sort of surgery for it.
You got to be careful about infection too, especially with burns. I didn't mention our good act or good deed of the week, and that's the people that took part in the rescue of the 2 people and a dog in one of the marshes in Clay. I guess they got lost in the marsh, and some sheriff's deputies and others went out there and found him and brought him back. So that's awesome. They're our good deed of the week. Those guys are awesome. There are some crazy, scary places in central New York. When I was a child, I was probably a young adult, maybe 13, I think. 3 or 4 of us went to a swamp outside of Beeville, a real swamp. and we got lost. We got lost for like hour and a half. Nobody panicked, climbed a tree, climb the highest tree, see where we could find. Yeah, it worked. We got out, and when nobody, I think one guy fell in. I think got just. Everybody in a swamp.
Yeah, but I never got lost.
Swamps are cool. Yeah, we got lost. I never told our parents. Nobody told your parents anything back then.
I used to leave in the morning and not come back till dinner time.
Absolutely.
And I was like 12, 13 years old.
And then we had, in our neighborhood, we had certain families who had certain things to let them know it was dinner. Like someone would stand out there and ring a bell. Somebody had a little megaphone that they would yell for their kid. It's funny, but yeah, you would leave and they didn't know where you were going, what you were doing. And come home and you didn't have to tell them where you were, what you were doing.
So I lived across from the Seneca Mall growing up.
Oh, okay.
My parents actually ran those apartments.
Really?
They were right across. Yeah, they were the managers.
They're still there, right?
The apartments are still there. Yep.
Yeah.
So that back there is, the Monterey Park area, they call that back there.
Yes.
And there's a park back there. So all my friends were back there. I'd walk, bike. There's woods. I'd walk through the woods to get to the other side of the.
Yep.
That's where I'd be all day in the summertime.
Yeah,
gone.
Us
Morning,
too.
They'd have Clay Park town. People would come in and do activities at the park. And I'd be gone all day, not have to worry about anything. I think there was one time my parents couldn't find me. I was late and they couldn't find me and they got worried.
Yeah.
It's once.
Nowadays, you lose somebody for 5 minutes and you start panicking.
Well, we have, trackers on my daughter's phone. There's a air tag in her backpack. It's the leash.
Have to have it.
We call it the leash.
Yeah, the electronic leash. You have to have it. It's a scary, scary world now, unfortunately. So now we're worried about being attacked, not by military, but by sleeper cells or individual lone wolf things, which I think is probably the biggest danger. I don't think there are cells in America anymore, but there might be. But it's like now they're looking at this Austin thing.
Hey, looks like that's
going to be like somebody who was Iranian and went off. And I think that's what you're going to have to worry about. Not stoppable. That's not stoppable because they come out of nowhere. There's no intel or anything like that. So it's hard to stop something like that. You can't do it. But that's what we're worried about. So Austin, and that bar looked really cool too. Did you see that bar? Where it looked really nice.
No, that's like a hotbed. That's where South by Southwest is. All entertainment, movies. They do everything in the Austin. It's a very for it being in a red state. It's a very blue city. Austin is a very progressive city, and all that art and music. It's a hotbed, and it's a hotbed for people to take advantage of it.
Looks like our guest has arrived. It looks like he's ready. He's looking good.
There he is.
Last time we saw our guest, he was running at a anti-ice protest, and now he's here to announce that he's running again for something else, right, Mo? Can you hear us? He can't hear us.
Uh-oh. Can you hear us, or we can't hear you?
How come we always have this problem?
I don't know.
He's probably going to have to back out and back in, right?
What about now?
There you go. Hey,
technology.
That's right.
Going good.
So you're running,
yes, sir,
in a primary.
Yes, sir.
Against Bill Magnarelli, and
yes, sir.
I would have to say, Mo, I like you and I like what you've done already, but I really like Bill because Bill's been very effective. So why are you doing this against him?
So in October of last year, it became known to me that I was going to have a primary for my county legislature seat. So Bill Kenny made it pretty known that he was going to run against me for county legislature. And I knew I was going to have to run in a primary this year. So it kind of was trying to figure out where's my skill set. If I have a primary anyway, where can I be best effective? And the New York State Legislature is just a more progressive body than the Onondaga County Legislature, full stop. I am a very progressive person. I don't run away from this, and I want to be the most effective I can for the community. And the place where that is for me is the New York State Legislature. I think that there are things Bill Kenny could have done better as a county legislator. I think there are things Bill Magnarelli could do better as a state assemblyman. But for me personally, it's about seeing where I can be the most effective. And I think that places in state government.
What's been the reaction from fellow Democrats so far?
A lot of discomfort, a lot of like people don't dislike Bill as a person, but they do agree with me on some of the issue things. And there's this notion that if you're running against somebody, they're like the villain of the year.
Right.
And
right.
That's not me. I don't think he's a villain. I liken it to, so I'm a Knicks fan. And like, we got rid of Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau plateaued. He was a really good coach for us, but we want to do better. And I think bringing in, a guy with the last name Brown, initials MB, could be a way to improve the situation. So it's something we're exploring.
Okay. All right. Now you got to raise money.
Yes, sir.
So how do you do that? Now, a state race, is more expensive than a legislature race. How do you do that, Mo?
So effectively, due to the New York State campaign finance laws, with public matching in place, they really incentivize you to talk to the people in your district. So if someone in my district gives me between $5 and $250, it's going to be matched about 10 to 1. So although we've only raised, I think, $14,000, we've effectively raised over $70,000. So we're on our way. He has 260 and climbing. We're expecting him to spend $500,000. But the race by the numbers can be won with about $140,000. And we're on our way there. We're probably going to end up spending more than that. But it's about talking to neighbors. It's about asking, my neighbor and their child to, give me $25. Asking my, former professors at OCC give me $25. It's a real grassroots campaign. But if everyone gives a little at the rate they've been doing, we're going to have a really good chance.
All right, tell me what your philosophies are then. If you got into state government and could start writing bills, tell me what your philosophy would be.
Yeah, so, I've been pretty upfront that I think housing, healthcare, and education are human rights. And I think the role of local government is to protect those rights. I'm not going to run away from that. I am a proud democratic socialist. But I think that there's an urgency from state government that I'm not seeing, that the community is recognizing. There are more things we can do around, holding National Grid accountable on the bills. There are more things we can be doing around the community grid project, where it's a done deal. The grid is coming, but now, like, what kind of lanes do we want? What do we want the speed limit to be on those lanes? Where do we want the cross streets to be? There's a lot of conversations we're kind of just skipping. And Mr. Magnarelli, I love him, great guy. I consider him a friend. I love his son. We're in the same union, but like, we disagree on how we should be handling this moment. And I think those disagreements are going to cost money, but more importantly, it's going to cost lives. So there's going to be an urgency, from my assembly office that we're not seeing. And I think we need it. I really do.
Midterms and elections like this are all about turnout, because it's always so low. So how do you energize the folks who want to vote for Mo Brown?
Yeah. So this week at our campaign launch for petitionings, we had over 100 people show up to knock doors. People are being affected. It sucks that things had to get this bad for people to want to get involved. But, we saw what we saw at Nob Hill. I think that was a culmination of problems. We're seeing, the different things around the community. We saw good cause. People are seeing their local government not deliver, and people see someone who's trying to push up against that. So, we're getting the excitement from the volunteer base. We didn't have 100 people show up when I ran for county ledge. So that is a good sign that there's that much more people excited. But you're right, it is going to come down to the electorate. So we're going to try and reach them at their doors. We're going to try and reach them at their cell phones and their mailboxes and their phone, like calling them. We're going to try every way possible, because we really believe that when people do their research and they learn about me and they learn about my opponent, that those votes are going to go my way.
Mo, thanks, man, for your time again. I appreciate it very much. We're going to have Bill on the next podcast. Nice. And, we'll be talking again as this gets closer, because this is a big race, and to me, it's very important.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for having me, and thank you all for doing what you're doing. Keep reporting.
All right, Mo. Thank you. He's awesome. He's great. So that's, and you've encountered this yourself, even though you don't talk about it much, Bill. When you try to run for office around here, you're told it's not your turn.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's not my turn? What are you talking about?
It's very. They want you involved, and I get it because they
I
want
do
you
too.
involved. They
Yes,
want you
they do.
involved.
Right.
And I'm going to try to get more involved in the local area here. But yeah, it's good. It's still the good old boys club. Still
Yes,
is.
Yes, and it's all about how much money you can.
And
raise.
now this isn't nothing. And I remember probably voting for Bill.
Oh yeah,
some of the first
no, I don't
elections that I voted in, because he's been at least since I was in college. He's been in some sort of not high school.
Yeah. So he ran for county executive against Joni. He lost that race. Joni became county executive. He was still in the assembly.
Yep.
I'll tell you this, he's a great guy.
Always has been.
Great guy. And he's done great things for this area. It's going to be very hard for Mo to, I don't think Mo beats him. Let's put it that way. But if he energizes the people who want to vote for him and gets the turnout that he'll need, he can win. Anybody can win a midterm because it's all about the people who turn out. And it's always low, as Dustin will tell us, no doubt. So we'll get a hold of Dustin too.
Yeah.
And, we'll
99, he assumed office January 1st.
Oh, okay.
99.
All right. Yeah, he's been great, I think. But I like Mo a lot. I really do. And I believe I'm 68. 67. Sorry. I'll be 68 later this year. Don't rush it. Don't push it.
Right. Because I turned 48.
So I'm 67. And I want younger people in office. I don't want people my age is okay. But I want some new blood, new ideas, 30s and 40s people in there in terms of positions of power in government. I don't want people my age. I don't want people older than me. I don't want people in their 80s making these decisions. No, you don't have the correct perspective anymore. And anyway, at that level, it's all about how much money they can attain and whatever. But we need younger people involved, especially locally. Okay, especially locally, because no matter what they do on the national level, at least right now, states still have important rights, and therefore so does localities, or so do localities. So as long as that's still true, we need new ideas. We need fresh perspectives, fresh ideas. I don't want the same thing going on, and I want change. I want new ideas, new people. So I like Mo. So I hope if this doesn't work out for him, then something else will. And I hope the Democrat Party is smart enough to understand that this dude is smart and knows what he's talking about and has the right perspective on things.
And he's all over the place.
Yes.
And that's
involved.
What you need.
Yes.
You need to get involved.
He's very involved. So we like him. And, but like I said, we'll have Bill on next week, and we like him too.
Got a huge program already set up for next week.
Tell me about
Bill Magnarelli. We're going to have Chow Downey and David Hoyne, our grand marshals for the parade on next Monday. And then Ryan Verrill from the Disconnected podcast is going to come on and talk to us.
The Academy Awards.
Academy Awards. He's this. I watch movies. This dude watches lots of movies. And he's watched, if not all, 90% of what is up for Best Picture.
And there's so many of them up now. I mean, they changed it a few years ago, right?
Yeah, there's 10 now.
Yeah, because people were crying. Oh, so many were being left out. Well, you can only have one winner anyway. So what does it matter? Well, it's all about who gets the nominations now is a big, huge thing. So you can billboard your movie nominated for, 4 Academy Awards. It might be technical awards, or you're the 10th one they picked, and you're not going to win anyway. So it's just.
I began while cooking my chili this morning. I began watching the 2025 version of The Running Man.
Oh, okay.
Now that's a Stephen King.
Yes.
Written. Now
yes.
The original.
It's a short story.
Yes. The original
was terrible.
Was with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
It was so cheesy that it was
great. Yes.
The first half hour of this was really good. There's a good concept with it. It's a little obviously very different from the Arnold Schwarzenegger.
But it's more true to the book.
Yes.
It's not book. It's a short story. The Running Man was a short story. So was The Long Walk. They just made a movie. That's a short story.
Yeah.
That was in the same collection as The Lottery. The Lottery was where you won the lottery and you got stoned to death. Then there was A Long Walk, and there was another one too. But yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be the whole world's looking for this guy, and he has the whole world to move around in. So that makes it a lot more interesting to me.
Yeah, because the original was just, it was like a game.
Yeah.
Like they're playing a game.
Right.
And they had, Jesse Ventura and all these wrestlers.
I mean, it's so bad. It really is.
It was great. I love it. I watch it.
I watch it all the time too. If I run into it,
I just didn't. It's kind of weird because obviously this one was going for the serious,
right?
And it, for me, it just didn't hit like the original movie did, because it was. I guess I'm seeing the movie,
right? Yeah,
with Arnold.
Yes,
you know.
Yes, you should read the story and then watch the movie.
I should read The Long Walk, because everybody tells me that was awesome and the movie stunk.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I didn't like the movie at all.
Okay. Yeah, the book is great. The story is great. I don't want to keep saying book, but yes, the story is great. I read that collection years and years and years ago.
And that might have been his when he used his different name too.
No, it wasn't. No,
it wasn't.
No, it was under Stephen King. I'm pretty sure he uses
Richard.
Yeah, Richard something. I can't remember. Yeah, man, he's a prolific dude, because I'm trying to write one book. I don't even know how many he's written, and they're all incredible.
He just pops them out.
They're all incredible,
and they're all like iconic.
Yes,
like
yes, yeah, Carrie.
Yeah, The Mist. You know, they're all iconic.
That was a messed up movie, The Mist.
Dude, they're all stuck in that grocery store. Now, there's a version out I have that has a black and white version of it. They Kodachromed it, or whatever they call it.
Wow.
And it's kind of it gives it that old 50s monster movie.
That would be great.
Yeah. I like there's my favorite Godzilla movie is Godzilla -1. I don't know if you've seen it.
Nope.
It's from a few years ago. It's the most well-written Godzilla movie.
Okay.
Because it's set in the 50s. There's a black and white version of that.
Good. Like that.
Yeah.
The original Godzilla is hilarious, but it's still good to watch.
They're on that shelf. There's many Godzilla movies on that shelf, because they're just.
Raymond Burr was in the original Godzilla.
He was.
Great movie. Mothra. Remember Mothra? What was the other one? What's the one with the three? Hydra, right? With the three Hydra with the 3 heads.
Then you had Godzilla versus Biollante was a big one. That was from the 80s.
Oh, okay.
An 80s Kaiji. I think that's what they call those kind of movies, the Kaiji movies, because it's a monster. I think Kaiji's monster.
And the one from the guy from Breaking Bad is in. The lead guy from Breaking Bad is in one of the Godzilla movies.
Oh, the one that came out in like the 90s.
Yeah.
The big studio one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't that great.
No.
Still.
It was okay.
You know what of the monster kind of movies? You ever see Cloverfield?
Yes.
It was all shot on an iPhone.
Yes.
I loved that.
Yeah, that was really that's the kind of movie that can really scare the hell out of you, because it was pretty realistic as to what would happen if a giant monster were to invade Manhattan. But when the Statue of Liberty's head goes bouncing down the road, I'm like, oh no,
I gotta watch that again. Man. The second one with
not as good.
The only saving grace was Roseanne. What's his name? Played the lead. Who's the boy? Holy cow! Big actor played in Roseanne.
Oh, John Goodman.
Yeah, I think he was. I think he's in the sequel.
Okay.
Cloverfield and
something
whatever.
Cloverfield Lane, right?
Yeah. 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yes. Cloverfield was scary. That was, especially when that thing started shedding those other little monsters and they start killing people. That was kind of scary.
And you really don't see the monster until like the end.
Yeah.
You kind of see it in the beginning, but you're not looking for it.
No.
I love that when that happens, when it goes back.
Yep.
I love that stuff.
Now we're watching Stranger Things right now, so those monsters are pretty scary. I mean, kids watching that show, that was scared the hell out of me.
Aria loved it.
Man, did she really?
Yeah,
great. I mean, it's really well done. It is, and we're almost at the end now. We're just about at the end. We're in the last season, so it's really super well done, and I just loved how all the actors came back year after year, even though they grew up, and it was great. That is the kind of a cool thing to see that, how they aged, and the writing was still great,
and it was only done in 5 seasons.
I know, right?
That's the crazy part.
And it's like watching them change is remarkable. It really is. But it's fun. It's fun to watch. We watched The Gray House too. It's a mini series. It's about the Gray House is the house that Jefferson Davis stayed in when he was president of the Confederacy. So it's seen from the Confederacy's point of view and his point of view and the people around him all the way up to surrender. So it's really
what's that called?
Gray House.
I got to see that.
Very good. I like that time period. Very good.
Netflix has, they upload new stuff and you can scroll through it. For some reason, I never acknowledged that Woody Harrelson played LBJ.
In what?
In LBJ.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Maybe I knew and forgot.
And
he's actually quite an actor.
Yes.
He does not get enough.
Well, No
credit.
Country for Old Men.
Yes.
It's a great role.
Yes. He doesn't get enough credit. He really doesn't.
But it starts from his political beginnings to him taking office after
no kidding.
JFK dies.
Wow.
Yep.
I like to see that. Yeah.
And it's like
him.
2012.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
I put it on my watch list on Netflix. But yeah, I watched I love crime documentaries.
Yes,
so
I do too.
I'll flip through and try to find.
Oh, you saw that the yogurt shop one,
yes,
right?
That was on HBO Max.
Okay, we don't have that.
And for the longest time, we didn't know we had access to all this stuff because we use Spectrum's streaming service. We don't have any boxes, so I think we're up to just about $190 a month now, and I have the highest level internet because of all the stuff we've got here. And it's instead of having boxes and stuff, I have access to like all of the channels through a app.
Oh, okay. Sure.
And it's got a guide and everything. It's just like you would watch cable, like YouTube TV or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I go into the app to pay my bill one day, and it says you have access to all these streaming services, and HBO Max was one of them.
Wow.
So you can get it. You can get the ad version for free, or I think we paid like $4 a month for no ads. So you go through there, and the same thing with ESPN now, because ESPN, Disney Plus, and Hulu are all under one umbrella.
Yeah, we have that actually.
So we had that for a while. We scrapped that because ESPN, that new ESPN Unlimited,
right?
If you have ESPN as in your cable package,
right,
that $30 app is free.
Oh,
and that's now how WWE's big events, ESPN owns them now, owns the rights to. They show those.
They do
on their app. Yes.
Wow.
Except this year, WrestleMania, the first hour of both nights are going to be on ESPN.
No kidding.
And then you go over to the app. So I was flipping through Disney Plus,
right,
kind of puts everything into their app. You can get the Hulu stuff and the ESPN stuff.
Okay.
So I was flipping through and I saw this, I think it was Discovery Channel documentary, Lady of Alaska.
Okay. Okay. I know what this is. Yeah, you were talking about
Two reasons it hit me. It was a crime documentary, and I spent some time in Alaska. My wife lived there for a while. Family's there. And I love going, and Anchorage is such a unique city that everything's very recognizable when you see it on TV and stuff. It's a recognizable city.
Okay.
So I wanted to watch that, not knowing that Alaska is a hotbed for missing women. The ratio of men to women is like insane because of the oil rigs in Alaska. All the guys come to Alaska to work, more guys. So this documentary starts out with one of the ladies missing, and then it just kind of rolls into all of these prostitutes, vagrants, homeless people. They start coming up missing, and the documentary all funnels it to one suspect. And it was a 3 or 4 part, it was a series kind of thing, but it's just so well told to the point where they actually had the guy and interviewed him.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's in Alaska, in Anchorage, there is a sex worker who is an advocate for other sex workers, prostitutes, everybody, and all these people going missing. And she goes into the jail and interviews him for this documentary.
Wow.
And it's the eerie thing about it, gives you chills. He's so nonchalant.
Yep.
From the point that they caught the guy coming from a plane from South Africa back to Anchorage, they grabbed him at the airport, put him in an interrogation room in the airport, 8-hour interrogation. It was like nothing. It was like he was telling a story. No remorse.
They're all like that, though.
Yes.
Serial killers are all like that. I've seen many interviews
Scary
with serial
people.
killers, really scary people. Oh man,
It's you'll never understand what's in that head, because it's like
the most intelligent one that I've seen an interview with is Edmund Kemper. He's 6'8" and a big, heavy dude, and he killed a bunch of co-eds in California. Killed his mother.
wow.
He would pick co-eds up because it was hitchhiking back then. It was in the 60s, and he would pick hitchhikers up and he would drive down the road and he would say, sometimes I'd kill him, sometimes I wouldn't. If I was mad at my mother, then they were dead. It's just like you said, just telling a story.
Yep.
Arthur Shawcross from Rochester. That's a scary dude, even though he's old as hell now. He's still scary.
What about the dude who had the dungeon in his house?
Oh, God. I mean, these people, like you said, you just can't understand it.
No.
Can't understand.
But I love watching. I love watching those things because you don't.
I've been fascinated with that too, but I'm fascinated with organized crime too. Ever since I took the class in high school, my senior year, I watch all the mafia stuff.
There's a good one on Netflix about the Philadelphia Mafia.
Oh, I gotta see that.
It's real good.
Really?
Yeah. It's an episodic.
The Philly mob, the Atlantic City mob was Atlantic City mob because it was the Philly mob taking all their rejects and saying, "Go to Atlantic City. You can work down there. You're not staying here in Philly." Philly was the big town for that.
Look how awful
area.
Atlantic City is.
Oh God,
it's terrible.
I wouldn't even go now. Not even. I wouldn't get close to it. I heard Vegas is doing really poorly now too.
Attendance is down, and they're having problems selling. So WrestleMania is there again this year.
Oh,
and they're having problems selling tickets for the second. This because they're coming back second year. And I was listening to one of the podcasts that I listened to, and the host was like, the one thing everybody used to get for cheap in Las Vegas was food, and that's no longer cheap. The buffets aren't $6.99, $7.99, $9.99.
Not even when I was there. When Shalene and I were there, it wasn't like that. No, that's all over with. No, some of them are $60, $70.
The one at Bailey's was the big one for a while. When I don't even know if Bailey's is there anymore, but when I was down there early 2000, that was like the big lobsters.
Oh,
it was like $10.
Jeez, not anymore. Nope. Vegas is completely different now, which is too bad.
And that Sphere is really driving more people than there should be because of everything going on. They're building one in Baltimore, right? Smaller
really?
Sphere, I think in the Inner Harbor area.
So the Venetian Hotel,
it's right across from
sells rooms for a higher rate that can see the Sphere from their room. Those rooms are higher. That's smart because it does put on a show. The Sphere. What do you pronounce it? Sphere. Have you ever seen a show like when the planes take off? It has the eyes that watch the planes. That thing is crazy cool.
They've made over, some insane amount of money, millions, like $100 million, just showing Wizard of Oz.
No kidding.
And I think there's like some tickets for the Wizard of Oz are like $100.
No, but I'm talking about the outside.
I know. I'm just
So that they did the Wizard of Oz like inside the Sphere. Oh,
so you can watch the movie and it's interactive and it's got things in it, but it's an expensive ticket.
Wow.
Not as expensive as if you go see the Eagles.
Yeah, right.
So now I went for giggles today. The Metallica tickets went on sale. Metallica's playing the Sphere.
Yes.
I've been in the Met Club for years. So I get a code. I go in before anybody else. There was 100,000 people in Ticketmaster. The counter came up just for the pre-sale. Everything sold out. They added 8 more shows. And they're doing the Metallica no repeat weekends. So they're Thursday, Saturdays. So if you went to both shows, you wouldn't hear the same songs.
Cow.
That's what they were doing in the stadiums. So I want to say that's a 15,000 seat venue.
No kidding.
So just imagine they could probably play there for months on end.
Yeah, probably.
And that's kind of what the Eagles have done.
Yeah.
They keep re-up. And then the Eagles are doing 4 stadium shows this summer, one in Atlanta with, who was it? It was somebody big. They always bring out a big.
Yeah, they do. Yep. Wow.
One more time. I want to see him one more time.
Vince Gill's still with him. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's coming here. Speaking of coming here, did you hear about TNA Wrestling?
No.
So a couple months ago, TNA Wrestling was picked up by AMC, Thursday Night Impact. TNA's been around forever.
Yep.
It's gone through its ebbs and flows. Hulk Hogan was involved for a while, Eric Bischoff, all the big names of wrestling. Then once that era went by, took a downturn, and now it's kind of like WWE's minor league right now.
Okay.
Feeding guys. Well, we got the champion, as you can see here, is former Syracuse, was the former champion is Moose, former Syracuse football player, Ojinakwa. And I was supposed to interview him on Friday. He was in town for a press tour because the tickets went on sale, but he got so busy that we didn't have him. They sent me this video. So they're taking half of the War Memorial. They're splitting in half because this isn't as big as the WWE.
Right.
And
but it's also not like a real amateur type thing. This is a really professional thing.
The Hardys, Matt and Jeff Hardy from WWE, you'll know a lot of the guys. It's professional wrestling as the leagues of WWE, AEW, TNA. Those are your major three right now. WWE, AEW, TNA. And now with AMC on board with TNA, they're getting more eyes on them. So they're coming here April 14th and 15th, 2 nights, Tuesday, Wednesday, and they're taping, I don't know how many weeks of television for AMC. And
so that's cool.
Tickets went on sale this weekend. If you're a fan of wrestling and you're not really familiar with the product, it's inexpensive enough to where you can get a $30 ticket. You can get a 2-day pass for $60. We paid, we're in the front row of the 100 section, overlooking the ring. So we're right up there. Those tickets were only $100 for the 2 days.
That's not bad.
So that's Moose. If you remember back in 2005 era, he was on the offensive line for Syracuse.
That's awesome.
He'll be in town. The champion will be here. Joe Hendry, is a big name that's gone up and down from WWE here. The Hardys are going to be here. So it'll be a big day for two, and they're very interactive. So there's going to be meet and greets, during the week and stuff. And it's cool that they sent somebody in to promo the on sale. Because that's what they used to do back in the day. You'd get like a Brutus beefcake to come the day of the tickets go on sale.
Yes.
And he did a big media tour, and it's April 14th and 15th. Check it out.
Cool.
It's a lot less expensive than WWE is now.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean,
so what would a ticket be just to go see a regular WWE match?
The cheapest ticket for a non-televised show that was here in January was $80. And that was, and War Memorial's not that big, so it's not a bad seat.
No.
It's still, when they were $20.
Right. Where's the ring in the War Memorial?
So the ring will be in the middle of for WWE, it's in the middle of the
ice rink.
Okay. They are shifting everything over for TNA. The curved part is going to be, that's where the ring is going to be towards that. I think they're seating it for 3,000. I think that's the goal.
That seems about right.
And even like on the camera side where the camera is, the seats above that they're blacked out.
Oh, okay.
So they want to get everybody in front of the camera.
Yep.
And it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Something to do on a Tuesday, Wednesday night.
I went to one with Gomez Adams years and years and years ago. It was WWF back then. It was great. We had a great time.
They used to come once every quarter. Back when they used to tape.
And the stars would come.
Hogan.
Yeah.
All of them. I saw Hogan, Boss Man in a steel cage.
Really?
Back in the day, Hogan, Killer Khan, Strike Force beat Hart Foundation for the titles here. WCW came here back in the day.
Whatever happened in WW?
So WWE bought
them, right?
WCW.
Okay.
But they had a show called Thunder that was on Thursdays. They did a live TV taping here. David Arquette won the WCW.
Oh, no kidding. David Arquette.
Yeah.
He did it by cheating, obviously.
Well, no, I think I can't remember the whole, was that the 3? So it was all connected to that movie that came out in 2000.
Right.
Ready to Rumble.
Right.
Where all the WCW guys, Diamond Dallas Page, all the good guys were in the movie. It was terrible. And so they, brought him in to do that, and he won and they made the championship look worthless and put it on.
I'm glad we have stuff like this to come here. Why not, man? I mean, the more things that we have come here, the better, as far as I'm concerned.
And being, we're now not even a secondary market. We're probably a tertiary market at this point.
That's right.
Getting this stuff to come in, we don't have raw tapings or pay-per-views anymore.
Nope.
We used to have them all the time. We had in your house a pay-per-view taped at the War Memorial. So having the smaller shows come in. Now, this is not their first time here. Back in the day, they did a show during the fair at the Coliseum, TNA. And then, boy, I was working with you. They did a show at the convention center. Oh. And that's when Mick Foley, Kevin Nash,
I do remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Because our friend Jim Diliberto was one of the
and those
sponsors.
That was big.
Huge then. That was when Hogan was back. They had all the good booking people making the matches then. And then
I want to see Teddy Swims come to town.
He's CMAC.
Oh, he's at CMAC.
CMAC, I think it is. I either CMAC or SPAC, one of them. He is coming back this area.
I'm gonna look. I'd pay to see him.
And you want to see John Legend too?
Yeah, I'd like to see John Legend.
He's good.
Very. Man, Shalene loves him. Shalene would leave me to marry him in a minute.
I think the same would be with my wife too. I don't. It's very rare that I get to spend a long period of time with Brandy because she's, when I'm home, she's at work.
Yeah.
Weekends I'm gone. But Sunday we decided. Oh, have you ever been to Brewer Union Cafe?
No.
You should go to Brewer Union Cafe, man.
We were gonna go Saturday.
So we went Sunday morning.
You did.
So our favorite diner is Marianne's in Phoenix.
Okay.
Marianne's Country Time Kitchen.
All right.
They have the best homemade toast.
Okay.
So I didn't want to drive all the way out there. So I said, everybody I see on Syracuse Eats, brewery, everybody's called Brewer Union. There's still half of the breakfast is still in the refrigerator from yesterday morning. Their biscuits are this big.
Oh.
They're called cat head biscuits because they're bigger, it's biggest, and they're not fluffy.
No, they're pretty dense, right?
They're a dense biscuit. Yeah. And I didn't know I loved it.
Yeah.
Big, huge pile of gravy on the sausage gravy on top.
And it's supposedly, we haven't been there yet, but it's elevated in taste. And
yes.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. So we were going to go Saturday because Saturday they had this special, which was all comfort foods from 3 to 5. I think they're not open. I don't believe later.
No,
much later than
I don't
that.
think no.
So it was 3 to 5. You could get stuff like chicken and biscuits, fried chicken, hamburger steak with gravy, that kind of stuff, right? So we were going to go, and I completely forgot about it. But yes, we are definitely going to go to Brewers Union.
Like
I've never heard a bad thing about it.
If Cracker Barrel was made from scratch, that's what Brewer Union is.
Exactly. It's that kind of food.
It's elevated.
It's elevated. Yeah. I've never heard a bad thing. I've only heard good stuff. How small is it?
It's pretty small. It's in like a little strip mall in Brewer Union. As soon as you get off the 81 there and take the right, it's right on the left-hand side. The thing is, it's small, so you wait a little bit. It's worth it. And it's elevated in price because it's elevated food.
Yeah, it is.
At first, when I saw, I had my plate was called the Cowboy.
Okay.
It was $18. I was like, whew. But it's falling off the plate, basically. Bacon, nice, thick. You could, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Spira's.
Yes.
We always get the fresh bacon, thick cut bacon from Spira's. This rivaled that. And I don't know where they got this sausage from.
I can feel my arteries closing right now.
The sausage patty was this big. And it's not, you could tell it's not, it's
probably
fresh,
homemade. They probably make it
fresh
themselves.
Pattied sausage.
Nice.
Had a great taste to it, a different kind of taste to it. Over easied eggs.
I eat scrambled, but whatever.
Brandy had chicken and waffles.
Oh yeah.
You could see the moistness when she cut the chicken, and it had a little kick to it when you ate it. A little kick.
Nice. Okay.
And it just took you over it was great. Kim and the staff there at Brewer Union, unbelievable.
All right, we'll check them out.
I will definitely go there again. So we've Brewerton's we go to Wild Horse. Saloon's right there in Brewerton.
We go to Waterfront.
Waterfront's over there. There's a lot of stuff. They're working on the bridge, so you got to wait a little bit. They have like an auxiliary bridge. You got to wait a little bit.
I forgot about that.
But there's especially with the good weather coming.
Yeah.
That's, Wednesday nights at Wild Horses, cans and clams.
Okay. Where is
Great.
Wild Horse?
So if you're at the light right after the bridge,
Yeah.
you take a left there.
Oh,
Where the
okay.
pier is, you just keep going down a
Okay.
little bit.
All right.
And I'll tell you, I don't think I've ever been there where it's not packed, busy.
Really? Well, that's a good sign.
I play there a lot on the Wednesdays for the cans and clams. And there's people parked on the street.
No kidding.
Wing night, same way. People parked on the street.
Holy cow.
Big place. Good place. Their pizza, they have great bar pizza too. Great bar pizza.
Excellent.
So that's what we did on Sunday.
Brewerton's a good place for people like us who live in the northern, northwestern suburbs or whatever.
It's only 10 minutes from me.
It's great. It is. It's
and
great.
then we came home and watched Tyler Reddick win number 3 in a row. So I'm new to this racing thing. So I've glommed on to what I know, and I know Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
So I've glommed on and followed his guys, Tyler Reddick, Bubba Wallace. And those guys are number 1 and 2 in the standings after 3 races.
And Michael Jordan owns
Michael Jordan.
Jeez. Smart guy. Very, very smart guy. Smart businessman. A lot of them are smart businessmen. Shaq and a lot of Magic Johnson really was the first.
Shaq is on another level.
Yeah, he is.
Those sneakers really put him, those are quality sneakers for the, they're $30, $40 sneakers. And now you go into Walmart and he's got Shaq gummies. Have you seen Shaq gummies?
No.
They're, fruit gummies, but with his head. It's great. That big smile on a big gummy.
Hey, I tell you, he's a great marketer. He really is. And that's why they all want to hire him to be their spokesman.
And I think he did. Didn't he go to SU for a little bit for journalism?
No, but I think he came to do they have pro athletes come in and they kind of help them train for that. Yes, he did. Yeah. A lot of them did. A lot of them do it. And it's obviously it works because Shaq and Kenny Smith and Charles Barkley and Ernie are just hilarious.
It's the best.
Good.
That panel is the funniest. You sit there and watch. It's basically Chuck and Shaq go back and forth.
Right.
You could tell that they're the best of friends and they just rag on each other the entire time.
And Ernie just tries to
not
keep
laugh
things under control.
And not laugh.
Yeah. All right, that's another. Now, next time, like I said, and like Bill said, next time we've got a full show. Run that down again.
New York State Assemblyman Bill Magnarelli will be here. Chow Downey and David Hoyne from St. Baldrick's will be here too, because they are the grand marshals of our beautiful parade, which is going to have a floater.
Yeah, about that, a big float.
We're getting a floaty.
Nice.
And we're going to have Ryan Verrill from the Disconnected podcast and Antenna Distributing. He's going to talk to us about the Oscars. And I'm interested. There's a lot of good movies this year.
Yeah, and you can see some of them right now, actually, on some of the streaming services. So
now you're familiar with the Criterion.
Yes, collection.
It's one of my favorite physical media labels. They put out movies that are important on physical and have all this extra. They just announced 2. One of them both of them I agree with, but one of them is obvious. They're putting Frankenstein out.
The original?
The Guillermo del Toro, the new one, the one that's up for the award.
Yep.
And they're putting out K-pop Demon Hunter. So I was in the same boat as you were.
Well, it's a worldwide phenomenon, though.
And I watched it, and it kept my attention the hour and a half. It's very well written. The music's fantastic, and I understand why it's getting the Criterion nod, because there's nothing like that.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
far.
Sure.
You got great animes. There's some great anime, but this had the pop culture phenomenon behind it.
Yeah.
And the monsters were great. The kaiji were great.
Yeah, it's huge. It
was, and they're going on tour now.
Really?
The group Huntrix.
No kidding.
The girls that sang it are going on tour. It's
good
big
for them.
So I'm interested in that, because they also did last year. They put out Honora, which was the best picture last year. And if you haven't seen that, it was definitely one of the best pictures last year.
All right.
And I didn't at first. I'm like, because I didn't watch it. Then you watch it, and you're like, yeah, obviously. Sean Baker is one of the best directors in the business.
No doubt. Take care of yourselves, okay? And God willing, we are all back at it next time on the Show Unleashed podcast.